Rico. It said the word cute more times today than last time I saw him.
Man.
My Little Pony is like a cross between the Smurfs and I don't know, horses.
My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, is basically about the Infinity Stones.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that.
So I saw that and thought that and pretty much concluded that. My Little Pony is the cuteness overload I never thought I needed or even thought would even cross-connect. And here we are.
Okay.
My Little Pony is an animated series.
Correct.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Falling Towers. Watch the First podcast in which we watch the first episode of a series so that you don't have to. I'm already guessing Rico liked this show.
Yeah.
So what we do is we review the first episode of a show. If you want us to review the first episode of a show, in the comments below, type WTF Smurfs or WTF Snorks or WTF, whatever. My Little Pony.
Teletubbies.
What we're doing. That stands for Watch the First. Many of you have forced us to watch this one. So let's see if you've created 4 bronies today.
Twisted our arms.
Oh, so
Let's see what happens. With us, as always, the original brony, but it stood for something else back in the 90s. Michael Kenyon Rosenberg.
Yes. You can call me Bro Sif.
All right, bro, ham.
We're also, we're also joined by Darth Shuey today, who will provide worse jokes than mine.
and a beer.
And Rico E. Anderson, who will maybe be worse than Darth. He's going to try his best.
It's going to be a photo finish.
If you heard what we were talking about beforehand, it's going to be a duel to the death.
Yeah.
Get ready.
I'm looking forward to it. Well, when we thought, okay, we should finally get around to reviewing My Little Pony, we thought, who better than 4 nerds, 4 dudes, and
4 grown men.
This is the Golden Girls crew. This is the same crew that when we reviewed the Golden Girls, and so we thought this is the perfect crew to review this show.
Exactly.
We did something right here, right?
We also want to give a shout out to all the people that demanded. They didn't even WTF. They demanded My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and leading that charge were our friends Bill Erickson, aka War Dog Heim, on YouTube. He's always commenting from the blue skies of Montana, and our good friend actress Bridget Fitzgerald leading the charge.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Jen Durst gave us some My Little Pony love too.
She was like, "You guys have to watch it. You have to watch oh my god."
She had like a whole bunch of
quick question
background, right?
Yes, yes,
me in the back.
Indiana Jones. Go ahead.
These people that suggested it, they're full grown adult. They're adults, right? Just one.
They're adults, all right.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure.
Okay, all right. I feel like I know how Darth feels about it now.
Yeah, you guys are giving it away. So that's it. Let's get started on the very first game of the day, which is my favorite game, and we all know Josh Sussman says it's not a game if you're just explaining something, but it's our first game and it's my favorite. It's called Predictions. Michael and I have known each other for over a score. Darth and I, holy moly, I feel like
over
2 score.
Well, Darth and I have known each other for like 3 decades, and Darth and Michael have known each other for over 2 decades.
We were just in our early 20s.
And Rico, he's around. So we can all pretty much predict.
I hit your car, you're pretty much my BFF. So.
Everybody at home, make your predictions. You can make them right now, or you can wait till we make our predictions and kind of base them off that. I predict Michael. I think he was fine with it, but slightly less than, like slightly underwhelmed. I predict that Rico thought it was very cute and can't wait to watch the rest of it because he wants more cuteness overload.
Just get him a mirror in that case.
I predict that Darth, who plays with Star Wars toys all day and watches cartoons all day, is way too much of an adult to like this show. What do you think, Michael?
Consider the source. When
it's too cute for Darth. It's way
okay. So yeah, Ryan is the toughest one here, actually. I think because Ryan, number one, loves cartoons. Number two, he's into magic. Well, more importantly, he loves 80s cartoons.
Yes.
So this cartoon is not from the 80s, but it's based on an 80s cartoon. But my guess is he didn't watch the first My Little Pony in the 80s. But so Ryan, I think was I also think that Ryan was medium on it too. I think that he was maybe a 5 or a 6 down the middle-ish. But still a little bit towards the higher numbers.
Medium plus.
Medium
I don't think Ryan hated it.
Wait, it's my turn.
Whoa.
What?
Rico gave it away that he likes it, obviously.
Whoa. I didn't pick that up.
Did I say that?
No, he gave hints. It was something that was twinkling in his eyes when he was explaining the cuteness that is My Little Pony. And we all know that Rico loves really cute things. And he pretty much likes every show anyway. So Darth, who usually likes every show, I think he felt like
he does.
His masculinity was a little threatened with this show. Found it. Wait.
Easy.
And he
Settle.
found it a little bit hard to follow because it was just all girls.
And there weren't enough lightsabers, right?
That was what I was going to say. There's not enough stormtroopers in it. So.
No.
So that was
is one stormtrooper too much to ask for? Come on, you guys.
It's just the first episode, though, so who knows? All
right, so
anything can happen.
Rico and Darth, we need your guys' predictions.
Rico, what are your predictions? Hit us with them.
Okay, I think Ryan. I think you appreciated what you saw. I think that you were drawn in by the cuteness, but you're not going to fully admit it.
Do you know Ryan? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Listen, you may know a person. Listen, we all thought we knew who Darth Vader was, not Darth Shuey. No relation. But
no relation.
All said and done, just like Darth Shuey, we realize we don't really truly know the man. So
just the tip.
What?
It's just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the tip of the iceberg.
See, you know a guy.
Little known fact: Iceberg was Michael Kenyon Rosenberg's wrestling name back in the day. Iceberg.
I thought that was your name when you were trying to get the ladies.
No,
I thought it was like an 80s rapper. It's got to be ice something,
Yeah, so I was the iceberg, and then my finishing move was the polar bear hug.
And I was Pierre.
Yeah.
Pierre, like Derriere. My finishing move, I had the frog leg and the croissant. They were both submission holds.
Grapplers.
I was the baguette boy, Pierre.
The baguette
please
boy.
Continue.
Pierre, the baguette.
These are Darth.
Darth was nervous Nick Simpson.
Yeah, that's right. Nervous.
His finishing move was the typewriter.
And the anxiety attack.
Anxiety attack.
The anxiety attack. Yeah, look out! He's starting the anxiety attack.
I need to see whatever lost footage might come up.
We didn't record anything.
We've got something.
Yeah, it was all burned.
Please continue. Please continue, Rico. Your predictions on Michael.
Anyway, as I was saying, Michael, you're a bit of an enigma, and I don't know how to quite call it as far as whether you truly liked it or not. I think somebody put a pause on Michael. I think that you, my friend, I think you didn't really dig it. I think it wasn't. There you go. I think there's somebody behind Darth. There's somebody behind you, and he just went into the closet. I think
It's okay. He came out a long time ago.
Just go in the closet. It really looks like he just went in the closet.
We're just going to go straight to the bottom line after this first game.
I know. So anyway, yeah. So Michael, I think you hated it. Darth Shuey, I think that the cuteness got to you, and I think you enjoyed it. I think you genuinely enjoyed the ride that this episode took us on. The little adventure. But overall, I think the cuteness got to everybody, even Michael King and Rosenberg.
All right, Darth.
Hell. So
time for your predictions, Darth. Say hi to Dad, Darth, for us.
Maybe I don't get it. What was that? I'd say probably everybody is. I'm gonna say probably around the same, like very lukewarm, or felt like maybe it was not a thing for them. It wasn't made for guys like us, you know. Not to say we're all the same, but I say that's probably a commonality among us, that is we're not in this demographic.
Wheelhouse.
Wow, these are some very different predictions.
Yeah.
Like everybody's got different ideas. All right, so everybody at home,
we didn't hate it, but
everybody at home, you now have all the hints and clues that you need to make your predictions, while Michael buys you some time to type and tells us, what is this show actually about?
After being warned of a horrible prophecy, Princess Celestia sends her overly studious student, Twilight Sparkle, to Ponyville to supervise the preparations for the Summer Sun celebration and to make some friends.
Always love hearing you break it down.
Break it down. All right. So, you know. All right, what's the next game we play? Oh, that's it. This is it. Now everybody's going to find out if we really did like it bit by bit, because we're going to play what we expected versus what we actually got. So we're going to compare and contrast.
Expectations.
Yep. Yeah. So first, we're going to go over what we expected before we watched it. Like, before you watch this first episode of, by the way, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, entitled, quote, Friendship is Magic, Part 1.
Part 1, Mare in the Moon.
What did you, before you watched this first episode, Michael, what did you expect?
So I remember hearing about My Little Pony when I was a kid, watching like G.I. Joe and thinking, oh, that's a dumb girl show. Oh, it's stupid. And you see the cartoons and My Little Pony, 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 Pony. I don't really know.
Pony, Pony.
Yeah, there was that that band in the 90s, right? Pony, Pony, Pony.
Pony, Pony.
Solid, but spelled differently with an I, a Y, and an E, right?
Yeah, I can sling them just like just like these guys. Yeah, so I expected that this reboot of the show, which is called My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, I expected it would also not be for me. I thought it would be a show for girls, a show that
for little girls
wouldn't speak to me as a very manly, and I'm a man. So I often say to my wife, I am a man. So it's like, you know, I don't know that I'm the man. I'm the man of the relationship. Yeah, that's
not the man, but I am a man.
I'm a man. I'm a man. So yeah, I expected it to be dumb, and I thought I would have no interest in it at all.
Nice cap.
No
Rico, before you watch this first episode, what did you expect, if anything?
I expected it to be something that was pretty much going to go over my head. And
you thought it would go over your head?
I thought I wasn't
just not getting it.
I did. I actually thought I wasn't going to get anything. I thought because
never gonna get it, never gonna get it.
I thought that was part of the breakdown. I thought that a lot of what we saw in this pilot were going to be like carryovers from, My Little Pony since it came out. So only people who are bronies would get certain things. But, a good reboot is going to stand on its own in a way that would, bring everybody in and make everybody feel included. So I was hoping to get that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Darth, what did you expect before you watched this first episode?
Well, it was basically, I was expecting it to be, a little show for little kids, but I made the mistake, I guess, we're all aware of bronies, so I made the mistake of like kind of checking these guys out a little bit, watch some videos about these guys, research these guys a little bit before I watched the show. Yeah, so I thought maybe, okay, there's going to be some subtext, there's going to be something, that's going to be it's basically there. I don't get that. I don't know what it is, but it was a little girls show, I guess. I mean, not to be like this is probably a generalization, but I feel like little boys, they want to see explosions and guns and guys getting punched in the face, so I feel like it's probably not for little boys, but I'm gonna say
this is what you expected before you watched it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But I was expecting maybe that because there are these guys that maybe there's something more in there that they're getting out of this. I don't know. I guess I don't see the underlying.
Tell us a little bit about what you expect. You got.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Yeah.
I want to
expect him.
I want to see Darth's search history where you have this,
no,
that.
You don't. No, you
don't. Wait, hold on though. You got bronies, you got Star Wars, you got some unmentionable stuff. You got like, how to make a pickle pie and just whatever.
Make a pickle pie. Well, yeah. Rico knows a little too much.
So speaking of guys getting punched in the face, one of my favorite things about Darth is that when Darth pretends to do a face punch or imitates a face punch in a cartoon, he makes this sound. He goes, Drish! And when he first did that, I was like, how is that the sound that it?
That's not a real sound.
Anyway, so I thought that was fun. I'll tell you what I expected. I expected something that was going to be okay because it did last 8 seasons. We know that John Delancey voices some villain, I think, in the show. He plays Q in Star Trek, and he does.
I know that.
Mm-hmm. And our friend Rachel, who did reviews of the entire season, she spoke often of John Delancey and his work on there and how he did such a great job. And she did reviews of every episode and has a very successful YouTube channel because of it. I can't remember what it is. I think it's like nice. A Kim Possible YouTube, but you can look it up. Look up Kim Possible and My Little Pony, and you'll find it on YouTube. Anyway, point is, so shout out to her.
That was my next Google right there.
Yeah. So shout out to her, and we finally watched it. I hope you're happy. And so I expected it to be okay because it's lasted so long, and because some people have reviewed every episode, and because John Delancey's in it, and also shout out to our good friend Tara Page of The Assassin's Apprentice and a bunch of stunts from like Transformers and on Superstore and all this stuff, because she loves My Little Pony and has a million My Little Ponies and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's what I expected. That maybe there was something to it. Maybe, I certainly didn't expect it to have punches in the face, Darth. But that's what we expected.
Where's the explosions?
What did you actually get, Michael?
So anybody who knows me knows
at least these three guys.
But hopefully you guys know that I love magic.
Mm-hmm. Friendship is magic.
What we got is a show that has magic. It's got mystery. It's a part of our history. Yeah, because it's originally from the 80s. Yeah,
it is.
I had to history. Say that line, but
everybody at home, that's a reference to gummy bears.
Gummy bear. So yeah, I mean, I got a show that like right off the bat, you've got Princess, what's her name? Twilight Sparkle here.
Played by Tara
Good
Strong.
name.
Tara Strong, Miss Minutes from Loki.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, really? That's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah. And she's got her face stuck in a book, and somebody says the line like, "Oh, she'd rather read than have friends." And I'm like, girl, same. So I gotta show that right off the bat. Like, there's all this cool mystical stuff, and there's like infinity stones too. I'm like, wait a minute, why are there infinity stones?
Dude,
but they call them the elements of happiness or something like that.
Yeah, totally.
I forget what they're called. I'll look it up in my notes. But yeah, it was. I got a show that intrigued me.
Intriguing.
It was very intriguing.
Wait, did we go Rico second? I think we went Rico second. Rico, what did you actually get?
I got a cool episode, man. I actually, Netflix really doesn't disappoint when it comes to this stuff. And the fact that somebody in the room said, let's do My Little Pony. It was just like, okay. And yeah, like Michael, the first thing I saw and noticed and made me think Infinity Stones, lo and behold, and there's like 6 of them. And I'm sitting up there almost thinking like, this is the untold Infinity Stone saga, or the Infinity Stone saga for little kids. No, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a cool little. I got a cool ride, cool little adventure. Got a little humor, and I got some. I got a little cuteness factor to add to my day.
You got a cool ride on a fantastic voyage. Darf.
Whoa, Infinity Stones.
Elements of harmony is what they're called. Yeah, and there are 6 of them. So there's the 5 around the outside, and then there's the one purple in the middle. By the way, I wore purple.
We're all the same color. I'm here
for my girl.
Hey, that's one of our favorite songs by Gogol Bordello, right? Start Wearing Purple. Great song. Check it out. Start Wearing Purple. Gogol Bordello. Rico's gone. Darth, what did you actually get?
Like 20 minutes of moderate entertainment, I guess.
You're 11.
If I'm trying to put a positive spin on it. It was
you don't have to put a positive spin on it. You can.
I mean, I just I didn't hate it. I did not hate it. I tried with a very, very hard to keep an open mind the whole time.
All right,
but
and still,
I think that was
most of the things I've reviewed with you guys. I'll watch it like multiple times, at least twice, And this was like, should I watch it again? I was like, I think I got it that first time. I feel like I was.
You got the gist of it. There were no Easter eggs in there to find.
Yeah. Maybe there's a deeper meaning if I watch it again.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's the kids' version of the Infinity Stones, man.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I got, and I'm noticing right now in Michael's picture that is it a coincidence that they're all the colors of the ponies, and the one in the middle is the purple one, just like our main character, TS. Yeah. So yeah, what's her name? Twilight Sparkle. So in my notes, I just call her TS for short.
Yeah. Sounds a little slightly cooler.
Yeah.
My friends call me TS
because I can't type that whole thing out.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the point is, what I got was it had a very Saturday morning cartoon feel to me. And I thought the animation was also kind of simple, like Saturday morning kind of feel as well. It
felt like Powerpuff Girls to me, kind of Powerpuff Girls animation.
Yeah, see,
it was.
It was so. What I got was an okay show. It was okay. It was easy for me to watch. It was short. It didn't bother me in any way, but it also didn't really interest me in any
grab
way.
you.
No. So it was okay. But let's talk a little bit more deeply about the show, because I think we're kind of all over the spectrum on this. So I think there's going to be a lot of battles. Let's start by saying our favorite question of the day, which is, who was your favorite character? You have oh, okay, Michael, we already know yours. It's TS, right?
Obviously, Twilight Sparkle. She's a magician. She's studious. She's got a baby dragon as a pet. Like, she does magic. Like, what?
Pretty legit.
That's the best. That she's the best character out of all the characters. All the rest of the characters can go to hell. And all I want is a show with Twilight Sparkle, and I'm invested.
All I want to do is a show. Spike isn't really her pet, though, right? I think he was like the librarian that ended up being
a
her
familiar,
friend. Like her assistant or something. Yeah.
A pal.
So we know if Michael
Sidekick.
ends up being like the showrunner of season 2, we're just gonna cancel the whole like series and reboot it and just have the
Twilight Sparkle.
The Twilight Sparkle variety hour or something.
Yeah. My Little Pony, Twilight Sparkle show.
Okay. So Mike went with the easy answer, the obvious answer. Darth, do you have a favorite character?
I know what I like.
You know, that little dragon guy, he was pretty fun. You know, it's a fun character. And not just because he's the only male character. Hopefully nobody thinks that. You know, was a fun character and I probably just because her name just was cracking me up, but Buttershy. That's a fun
Fluttershy.
Oh, is it Fluttershy? Oh, damn.
Come on, obviously. What is Buttershy even?
Flutter, potato.
Yeah.
Flutterby.
Obviously, I was paying a lot of attention to that episode.
Flutterby Shy.
Flutterby Shy.
Rico, did you have a favorite character, be it a pony or a baby dragon?
I'm not gonna lie, I actually did really like the baby dragon. I thought the baby dragon was I liked it. I was digging the whole awkwardness of the baby dragon, and just, you know, I love dragons too.
When he got all horny for Rarity.
Yeah, that was fun.
I didn't dive into that whole point, but hey, you know, yeah, that. So, you know, and it was fun. I like Twilight Sparkle. I think I was drawn to it. I was there for, you know, again, I was there for the journey, and obviously Twilight Sparkle was the one, you know.
You're on the journey with her.
Yeah.
She was the one.
Yeah.
She is the way.
But there's also Nightmare Moon. Let's not forget Nightmare Moon.
Ooh, yeah.
Princess Celestia, Applejack.
Yeah. I like my Twilight Sparkle.
Stinky Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, who's the girl that like punches clouds, that like kicks clouds out of the village?
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash.
Wow, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you could have a name like Rainbow somewhere in your name, you just want the word rainbow somewhere in your name, and you're good.
There's also,
you're golden.
There's also Moon Dancer, right? Moon
Dancer.
So I know it's my turn to say who my favorite.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And this whole time I was looking through my notes trying to figure out if there was one of them I liked, and there isn't. That's like, not that I disliked any of them.
Stands out.
And so I just went back.
He loves them all equally.
Down. Yeah, and I named them all, and I still don't really. And I even have notes on, you know, what they are. You know, like Moon Dancer is the yellow, you know, pony, and there's also Princess Celestia, but we don't meet her. We just hear from her.
Right.
So that's kind of a plus.
They kind of talk about her in the beginning.
Yeah.
She was like one of the two sisters, Princess Celestia. And so they built that whole mythology, which is pretty cool too. I guess we could talk about
love that opening story thing.
That was pretty cool.
All right, hold your ponies, guys. So I guess maybe I'll have to go with Applejack, because she gave us the most stuff. Like we learned, you know, other than Twilight.
Yeah, apple fritters, apple pie.
Yeah. Also, by the way, one side note there before we move into the next thing, but when she starts naming all the people, and she says Granny Smith, my first thought was Granny Smith was born with the name Granny Smith? or was she born as an old pony?
No, she was born as Baby Smith, and then she turned into Toddler Smith, Child Smith,
Preteen Smith,
Queen Smith, yeah, High Schooler Smith, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about that mythology, because you guys,
Smith,
you bring up a really good and interesting thing. I thought the same thing, that the mythology, personally, I was very pleased with that. I thought that was maybe
Curtis, man,
the best part about it. And also the opening song was okay. It was a little better than okay, but not that great. But the mythology I thought was really interesting. You guys had any fun thoughts of that? I mean, they created a world, and that's all you can ask for, really.
Once upon a time in Equestria, there were two sisters who ruled and brought harmony to all the land.
Isn't that always the case? Then one sister gets jealous, ends up being the bad person, and then the other sister meets like a guy, and then he turns out to be the villain. Even though you think the sister,
and then you need
to get 1,000 generations go by,
and you need the Infinity Stones to take out the evil sister.
And then they sing "Let It Go," and then everything. So where are we?
I think Frozen. Darth.
That was good. That was good. I don't normally give you credit for this kind of stuff, but that was a good one.
Yeah. Darth, Frozen needed more Infinity Stones. That was the problem with Frozen.
Yeah, that's what it was missing.
Darth, did you like the mythology of it, or did you kind of glaze over it?
Yeah, it was good, but it also kind of contrived, kind of generic. You know, it's kind of like we need a mythology, so let's just come up with one rule. Let's just steal from all these other mythologies. You know, I mean, I don't know. I felt like the whole thing was kind of contrived. You know, is very like generic, but at the same time, it's like if you're making a show for little kids, what do they know? They don't know. You know, I can rip off Infinity, so I can name a character Ant-Man. What the hell, you know? They don't know.
Hey, but you know what though?
Kids are stupid.
But I think, you know what? I'll wait till you get to me on this.
No, go ahead.
All right, Rico.
Well, thank you. No, I was going to say, but I think
you needed us to roll out the red carpet for you too, or what?
You know me.
If you got one,
I'm a red carpet step and repeat.
I just can't believe it's just like they're just making this stuff up
for the past 30-some years. No, I think that was good because, kind of going back to what I was saying before, you know, this is the first episode, and if you have never been invested in this franchise as a whole, this is a nice it's a nice thing to draw you. You know, who doesn't like Once Upon a Time or, you know, a long time ago? That's an ancient draw that always works. And when you see that, and of course it's saying they lived this far, this thing, and this happened, and then the Infinity Stones were apparently created, and this and that, and then the pony did something bad and she got ousted, and then the other pony had to like go get her sister, and then she met a dude and they sang "Let It Go." So it's cool because that opening really helped to draw in even the person who may not be like, I'm not watching My Little Pony.
Speaking of which, Michael, what did you think of the mythology?
Well, so when you're creating a mythology, the important thing to remember is that there are certain archetypes that are common to many world mythologies, and so I think they did a good job creating this mythology, and it might seem like it is very familiar and contrived, to borrow a term, but I think it's what it is they're drawing on these different world mythologies as inspiration to make it seem more familiar and more accessible to the viewer. Infinity Stones.
Yeah, you know,
back to you, Ryan.
Just to touch a little bit more upon that, the opening I thought was maybe its strongest segment because, yeah, I mean, okay, the mythology, the world that they've created, the arena they've created, was nothing too complicated. It was very simple, but to me, therein lies the beauty. Like, you get it, it's interesting, it's cute, it's fun, it's easy.
Doesn't need to be more complicated.
Nah, man, this is not, they're going to create a more complicated world as things progress. They're going to incorporate new villains. They're going to bring in new friends. Right now, they're just kind of like, it's kind of like, there's the Jedi, there's the Sith. Okay, that's all you. There's the
quick
Force,
setup.
There's the Force. Yeah. You get it. Okay, but this, instead of the Jedi and the Sith, they have basically the God of Light and the God of Darkness. And then the God of Darkness gets ousted for 1,000 years. She comes back and brings her down. Okay, so that's where we are. Cool. I thought it was a really good setup that was simple but unique in its own way, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of like Egyptian mythology kind of stuff with like the god of the sun.
The sun.
Yeah, so I liked it. I thought that the world that they created was good and easy and fun
and cute.
I was for it. I guess.
It's cute. She was cute as hell, man.
Okay. Okay, let me ask you guys this. You guys have mentioned this a couple of times. There are no boys, okay? The only boy is a dragon. How do they procreate and make more if the only boy is a dragon? Because that reminded me of the Smurfs. Because everybody's like, Smurfette, what a trooper.
Wonder Woman.
Probably getting busy, yeah.
What a trooper, because she's the only one.
There's a line that the mayor of Ponyville comes out and says, she says, fillies and gentle colts.
Right.
And
but I still looked around and I didn't see them. Or
every character that they've introduced has been a filly, a female.
There was a point where they're being driven somewhere, and it's like the horses that are pulling them, they're like armored horses, and the girl says something like "Thank you, sirs," or something like that.
Oh,
I guess the ones that are.
Okay.
So I guess there were like some male ones.
Oh, so the male horses are just their slaves.
Yeah, they're the working class. Yeah,
they're like the Orions. Oh, okay. So this is like either the Orions or in Wonder Woman.
Star Trek.
Yeah, they might be on the Themyscira, the Paradise Island of the ponies.
They might just be like bees, where the boys are like, they're the working class, where they just they're kind of like their slave.
They know their place.
They drag them around and they provide semen. And then
and they're okay with that.
And then the women are like the bosses and the supervisors, and they have all the fun.
But in this world, they're idiots too, because like they're driving the
kind of in this world too. But
I was gonna say,
But they're in the chariot. These two, I guess, male horses are driving the chariot, and then she says thank you, and then they just go. Brrr! So it's like they
can't even talk.
So they're just lower life forms,
right?
That's probably the other line.
Are they even compatible then? Like maybe they're just, and they probably weren't like different colors like these guys, right? They're probably just
they're both white.
Yeah, super homogenous, just the same thing, right?
And do they have the tramp stamps on their butts or no?
So boys are all the same. Stamps. They're just these dummies that are useless, and the girls get all the fun colors.
But where are they can talk? Ponies? Where are the black ponies?
Yeah, let's look. Ponies. Do we see?
We got the white
black
ponies. Where are the black ponies?
Well, to be fair, they're all. I mean, there's like they're
ponies
every color of the rainbow. I mean, yeah,
you got
every color but black.
But you ain't got no brown pony.
Yeah, but I don't even see any white ponies.
Oh wait, Ryan, scooch to the left.
Just those slave horses.
Oh, the other, your left. Your left.
There's a brown
one.
Right there.
And he looks the saddest, or she. But there was also
it's got to be a she.
The black character was the bad guy. Sorry, Rico.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe she'll end up being misunderstood and good. That's what it is, I bet. And then we'll find out that the god of sun was really the jerk off.
Yeah.
The jerk off. Okay, I can buy that. But
isn't that always how it goes?
Right there, please. We highlight that brown pony, please.
I'm looking it up right now to see.
So another thing, it seemed to me that every pony was either a unicorn or a Pegasus.
Or
yes.
Yeah. Right. And they all had like pony tails, didn't they?
Okay, that's all right. That's neither here nor there. I'm saying they're all kind of mystical ponies of some sort.
Well, yeah,
and nozzles are not very, their schnozzes are not very pony-like.
Well, they kind of go up.
See?
Is that the only black pony?
I don't know. That's
That's
just
a
the
very
first one
black
I
pony.
saw when I Googled, but it's cool because she's got a streak in her hair,
Yeah.
red
Google black
streak,
pony.
red eyes. Well, My Little Pony from this show, it says, from Friendship is Magic.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's a Pegasus.
All right. Well, I need to look for that episode.
Either a Pegasus or a unicorn.
Can we do a special WTF and just no? Never mind.
This is it. We're doing it right now.
Well, fine then. Let's go.
On
All
a
right.
very
Tonight,
special
on a very
episode of
special
Watch the
episode.
First.
What'd you guys think of the animation style, by the way?
I like the style. I've always kind of liked this type of animation. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's very cute. It's kind of like what Darth was saying about the noses, the snout kind of go up in a cute little shit. Is
She's
cute.
more
man.
cute than
God
horse-like.
dang, Rico. It said the word cute more times today than the last
This
time I
is
saw
cute,
him.
man. Hey, listen, I got sisters, so I remember them like watching this back in the day, and me being forced to watch it with them. So
Forced.
I've seen a couple of these, where I'm just kind of sitting up there going, yeah. But it's always had like a cuteness to it. And I mean, look at the colors. They're freaking bright and shiny and fluorescent. It's got all the flowy hair and it's this cute.
And the big, beautiful eyes, too. Look at this girl right here.
Yeah, eyes are as big as the whole damn
boy,
head.
Oh boy. Boy,
It's
oh
just-
boy.
Got the
Kind of
80s
pointing in the right
haircut.
direction.
The-
This one right here. Look at those big, beautiful blue eyes. Like she
Tell
looks
me
like
that's
she's
not cute.
on the verge of crying or something. You just, oh, poor little pony. You want to just pet her mane and just love
cute.
her.
That's some cute shit, man.
Darth, you watch more cartoons than anybody I've ever known in my life. What do you think of this animation style? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, I love animation. Obviously, a lot of my favorite stuff is animation. I say probably hold it to a higher standard, but I also watch a lot of stuff that's like intentionally bad animation. And to be honest, it just does. This is like animation for like a little kid. This is, especially nowadays, it's so easy to make this kind of animation. This is like a kind of thing they just throw together. They're like, we got to make something for 10-year-olds, or not even 10, like 7-year-olds. This is for like, let's just do something really quick. Like, okay, good enough. Yeah, that's fine.
Just
Like, I feel like it's just
that
very
one's
thrown
blue,
together.
this one's yellow, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's very, very simple, very like streamlined, I guess.
Darth hated this show.
Yeah. Now,
I
lastly,
didn't hate it, but
lastly, this
Don't
is
give
something
it-
we got to hammer through real quick too, just kind of overall because we're tickling around it. But what did you guys think about the actual story, the plot, the writing of the whole thing? Because that's really the most important thing, right?
yeah.
Maybe.
Michael, what do you think?
In a kid's cartoon, I don't think it is that important because really all you do need a story. You need to have a story. If it's the best story in the world, it doesn't really matter, I don't think. But this story was pretty compelling. I mean, there was high stakes, and our favorite girl here, Twilight Sparkle, she was trying to convince the princess. What I didn't really understand though is like, how come she was unable to convince Princess Celestia,
Yeah.
whose sister it was in the moon, who put her in the moon, who probably had something to do with this prophecy that the stars would help
You
her
would know
escape
better
from
than
the moon.
anyone else. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You'd think that she would know better than anyone else, unless maybe it's like it's to get everybody. So here's one thing.
Then they would have no story.
I didn't read this part because it's a heavy spoiler, and Ryan kind of brought it up anyway. But actually, the greater show synopsis says, after learning that her friends as well as herself are the magical elements of harmony,
Big surprise.
studious unicorn Twilight Sparkle is sent by her mentor to study the magic of friendship and get help from her friends. So it's maybe the whole point of it is that the princess is trying to teach Twilight a lesson that friendship is magic, or maybe she's trying to get these friends together to become the elements of harmony. And so maybe that's why she didn't really try to stop the Nightmare Moon from coming back or something like that. So maybe there's some more depth to it, but as far as especially the dialogue writing, it wasn't great. I mean, it's like you can't really expect much from a kids show because it has to be able to be understood by kids of that age. You know what I mean? It's probably, what do you think, like 8 or 9 or 10?
Yeah. As it is, they had some kind of big words in there. I thought some of these words are a little more advanced than probably than the audience.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I guess I did. You get it? Yeah, some of the writing. I mean, I love dynamic characters, and they're pretty well. This girl, hey, she's on a mission. She doesn't have time to be stopping and making friends. She's got her objective. So even though all these friends are coming at her, they all want to be friends. So that's a fun kind of a challenge. There's some fun characters.
Okay. By the way, when they said, speaking of big words, when she said precipice, and the dummy dragon was like, "What's the and she goes, "Threshold." He's like, "This." I swear, I went to the TV. I was like, "Brink," and then she said, "Brink." I was like, "Yes,
did it, nailed it."
Yep, I did it. I predicted.
I did it.
Yes, Rico, whose turn it is to tell us what you thought of the story and writing.
Before I do that, I don't get it. What Brink? What?
Brink? What does that word mean? Could you? Yeah, I don't have my.
What was this scope that everybody got? And I'm just like,
because she said something like, "We're on the precipice of danger," and he couldn't spell precipice, so then she said threshold. And he's like, thresh. And she said, brink. And then I think he still didn't even know brink.
Oh, on the brink. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Because everyone.
Yeah, a joke that Porky Pig made about 100 times about 50 years ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
You are absolutely, you're right.
All right. All right. So what's the question? What did I get the story?
The writing.
Did you like the writing? What do you think of the story? Whatever you want, really.
Let's talk. You got 2 minutes.
We got a minute to fill.
Sure. I thought it was I thought they tried to really recreate the whole Once Upon a Time formula, and then of course jump into the whole journey formula, and like Darth was saying, her friends were trying to get with her and hang, and she was like,
not having it.
Yeah, I'm doing hot girl. I'll do it, Oops. So, but I think because it's for kids, while I'm sure they were really probably trying to, focus on that because that's what you do when you have a story, I don't think they were 100% all about that, just because we're dealing with kids and putting things in front of them that are going to draw and keep their attention. So in this case, I've said this 1,000 times, cute, but also shiny, colorful things.
A lot of action going on the screen.
Yeah, stuff flying and just,
colors.
Things that are going to make you just keep your attention for the next 20 minutes.
So a young kid would watch it just to see all the fun colors and all the flashy stuff. But then as you grow older and you rewatch it again, maybe you're you start to understand things a little bit more. You start to learn words like precipice. Okay. Oh, so that's brink. Oh, it's threshold. Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe someday you'll learn those words, Rika.
Yeah.
I have time.
It's fun.
I got spare time.
Also, one last quick thing about the animation style. There was something I put in my notes that I actually liked the animation style because it reminded me, it was kind of reminiscent of fairy tale drawings. Back in the day when you're looking at fairy tales, there's a certain style where it's kind of simple, kind of colorful. And it the squiggly lines in the background, to show that, oh, there's a tree back there or whatever, just kind of felt a little bit like a fairy tale. And I feel like this kind of has a little bit of that. Yeah.
Well, especially the beginning when they did the whole Once Upon a Time portion.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And speaking of which, Rico, let's talk about you for about 3.5 minutes. What do you say?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So here we go.
Starting now.
here's what we're going to ask you. Every time I talk with you, you are auditioning or you're working on an acting gig. Seems like it's really picked up for you very much recently compared to 2020, which was difficult for most actors. Can you tell us anything new that you're working on, or is it all secret? And then is this segment going to be over in like 5 seconds?
5 seconds. No, there's nothing. Well, so the TV show Truth Be Told, that's on Apple TV Plus that I shot. Since last time we spoke, it premieres. We got a premiere date. It's going to be on August 12th. Yeah, August 12th is the premiere of Truth Be Told season 2, starring Octavia Spencer, myself, Ron Cephas Jones from This Is Us, Kate Hudson. Yeah, Kate Hudson has joined season 2 of the cast. It's a huge who's who of actors that you either know by name or you've seen. So really excited about that. SWAT, that I recur on, the show that I recur on, had already completed season 4 run, but it just premiered about a month ago or 3 weeks ago in the UK. So the UK, for all you UK listeners,
hi Eve England.
It's currently going on, and actually shout out to Eve England, because I hit her up to actually to ask her when it actually premiered, because I had heard, and I guess I could have looked it up, but I just remembered, hey, Eve lives in England. So there you go. So I hit her up. Yeah, in Wales. Okay. And so I hit her up, and then she was really generous enough to put out a post and to help plug it. So
nice. You know who else lives in England, or who does live in England? Rose Kirby. Shout out to Rose Kirby.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rose Kirby. Yes. Also, I have a film that I was in called Weep Not. And it's been doing very well on the film festival circuit. 7th.
Nice.
And yeah, and for anyone who's interested and who may be going to the Martha Vineyards African American Film Festival, consider checking out Weep Not, starring myself, Sheree O'Neal, Beverly Todd, directed by Lenora Thomas Douglas. Mm-hmm. And it's a wonderful thing. And
everybody at home, Martha's Vineyard is an island off the coast of Massachusetts, I believe. It is, Darth. Darth thought I was making a stupid joke. Thanks for your support.
No,
but it really is
I just
one.
like the dumbing down of like. And for those of you that haven't heard, it's like
because
nice.
It sounds like
little,
a vineyard, but it's an island. So
an island, yeah.
I believe, right?
That's all
That's cool. That's great. And how do you feel, lastly, about your Apple TV show, Truth Be Told, sharing a premiere date with Star Trek Lower Decks?
Ooh.
Season 2.
Hey, we got a lot of competition, but we can definitely hold our own, and I think we're in great company just based on that alone. So, hey, man, I'm excited all around.
Awesome.
I mean, they're probably both streaming shows, so you can really watch them whenever you want.
Yeah, back
you
to
can
back.
Watch both of them 10 times that day. Yeah.
Right.
But not back to back. You know.
All right.
One and the other.
Right, but here's the bottom line.
What?
The bottom line.
The line that's all the way on the bottom.
This is the bottom line right here.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
the line at the bottom.
It's the bottom line. It's the terrible twos, the final 2 questions of the show. And we got to do them rapid fire. Here we go. This is what everybody paid the price of admission to get into, to find out these 2 most important questions of the show. Question number 1, Michael Kenyon Rosenberg, who always leads the way because he's the bravest, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, Episode 1, Friendship is Magic, Part 1?
Mirror in the Moon.
Mirror in the Moon. I didn't even see that part added in the end.
It was on IMDb. It said Friendship is Magic, Part 1.
Was the after
Mirror in the Moon. 6.9, dudes. Yeah. I thought it was like a couple of people have said, it was a solid show, solid opener, solid. You got magic, mystery, history, and fun, and gummy berry juice, and infinity stones, and you've got all the good stuff that we love. The cool mythology. Not really, a show for somebody. I'm not the target audience, obviously. But so sometimes if you create something for your target audience and it's good enough, it starts bleeding outside of your target audience. Case in point, Harry Potter is written for 11-year-old boys, but then other people, 11-year-old boys start telling 11-year-old girls, and then they tell 8-year-old and 13-year-old boys and girls.
Mom and dad.
Ryan, scooch to the side. Look how cute that is, Michael. Scooch your ass over, man. That is cute. It's too damn cute.
All right, everybody at home, you heard him. You tell us how cute are those ponies, but also tell us how cute is Vic, right? Right?
Aww,
he's the cutest guy. And it's a really good one. It's from my favorite Megadeth album, Rest in Peace. So, let's battle it out. Who's cuter? Vic, this guy Vic, or here we go.
All 40 of these ponies.
Yeah.
Okay. Darth.
I'm going for the ponies.
He's got see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. That's his whole thing. Darth, scale of 1 to 10.
Very evil.
It was not meant for me. Scale of 1 to 10. Gosh, I'm afraid I got to give it some very low marks. It wasn't meant for me. It was well done. It was well done, but if I was being fair, I'd give it, I don't know, 2 or a 3 or something.
Which one?
A 2. Let's say 2.
But Darth,
you ever watch it,
man?
I want somebody to say how many times the word cute has been mentioned during this thing.
By Rico.
You ever watch something and you're not paying attention? You're like, wait, I missed something. I got to rewind. I got to see that again. I did that probably 4 or 5 times. I don't know. This thing, it just cannot grab my attention. I can't focus on this thing. I don't know what it is.
Okay. When you said a 2,
I was afraid I got to give it a very low mark.
Yeah. There's definitely a drinking game here.
A 2.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10. What am I going to give it? I'm going to be honest with you guys.
2 out of 3. So
since everybody else was honest, I will be 2. When I first watched it, I thought, all right, look, animation was okay. Story was fine. Nothing grabbed me. Nothing gripped me. I didn't find it terribly entertaining, but it was easy to watch. None of the characters jumped out at me. I didn't think it was cute per se. It didn't, bother me one way or the other. But it was fine, baked in the cake to where you're going to have a show that continues to get better. But based on just this first episode, I was going to give it a 4. Then I went to the gym and was pumping my breasts at the gym next to some stinky people. And I found myself thinking about the show a little bit and just kind of in thinking about how they built this world and how it's big and kind of creative. So I was like, all right, let's bump it up to a 4.5, lock it in 4.5 because of the gym.
Wow.
But that's question number 1. Question number 2 is the final question. For the purposes of this podcast, we all had to watch this My Little Pony television series. Now that the podcast is over and we're all free to move about the internet, Michael Kenyon Rosenberg, would you watch the second episode of your own volition, and why not?
I would, but no, probably only the second episode. I mean, I'm kind of interested to find out how this first episode concludes. This was only part 1. I'm assuming there's just 2 parts. Hopefully
there were 2.
So yeah, I would probably watch just the second part of the first episode just to see how it ends.
Wow.
But I don't know. I don't know that it's enough to turn me into a brony. I don't think it's enough to pull me along for the rest of even the first season. But I think I kind of enjoyed the first episode. I really love Twilight Sparkle a lot. I'm even thinking about just getting her tattooed on my butt. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
well,
why not? So yes, but that's probably it.
So Michael is very down with the TS. Rico, I don't know if you're down with TS, but would you watch the second episode of Your Own Volition?
Transsexuals.
No, they're ponies. In other words, are you going to be a jabroni?
Rico? I love you, Michael, but I'm having a really fascinating ponies tattoo.
I'm still thinking about it. He's got the real estate there already. We might as well.
I've got the meat.
Hey, man.
I got the meat.
We have 1 minute and 50 seconds left.
All right, I'm sorry. That got me. Woo! Okay. Remember at the end of that episode, Star Trek: Next Generation, where Picard
too long. Shorten it.
And then Riker said, "Mr. Warfire," the classic cliffhanger.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm with
Michael Keaton Rosenberg.
The guy with the tattoo on his butt. Yeah, they hit you with the classic like cliffhanger. I would definitely watch the next one because I need to see if they actually fire on that.
Whoa.
On that.
This is it. 2 for 2 so far. Darth, this is it. I think we're all thinking that you're going to make it 3 for 3. Are you going to watch the second episode, Darth?
No. I'll make my answer very short. If I knew any little kids that were younger than 7, not older than 7, younger than 7, I would highly recommend it to them. But beyond that,
Beyond
sorry
Burger.
to say,
Watch it
Beyond Burger.
and Michael's butt.
I like it. I just do not ever want to see it again. But I'm glad that it exists.
I just want to make it law.
Yeah,
that
you did not like
it. You gave it a 2. You did not like it.
No,
That's a reference to Josh Sussman again.
Yeah.
I'm going to give final answer on mine as well. I'm not going to watch the second episode.
What?
Although I know, like Michael, if I were to be curious, I would watch just the second. I would check out the second. Just because it's got that little cliffhanger. But no, nothing really compelled me to watch the second episode. I didn't dislike it. I think it has a lot of potential.
I will disagree because you gave it a 4.5, which means that you did not like it.
He said 4 and below, not 4.5 is okay. The point is that I think it's got a lot of potential, and I think it's going to be a show that continues to improve. And I think people that have watched all the way through are like, you got to watch it, watch more of it, and then you'll see why it's so good. And I get it. And
it gets good on the 50th episode.
Yeah. But anyway, based on this, no big deal. And that's it, everybody. So if you want us to review a show that you like or hate or just want to torture us, just say WTF Wings, not the band, the sitcom.
Yeah. From the 80s, early 90s, maybe.
Prequel to. Y'all don't really know.
WTF Valerie.
Valley? What?
What's Valerie? Remember that became Valerie's family and then the Hogan family?
Yeah, the Hogan family. Yeah.
WTF Small Wonder.
Yeah.
WTF Blues Clues. WTF Yo Gabba Gabba.
Why not?
WTF.
WTF. Right. I thought we were being trolled when I was watching the show. I said, no, there's somebody just said they want us to watch this because they're messing with us.
But remember, everybody, the key is to put it in the comments below so that it stays there forever, not just in the chat, but in the comments below so we can see it. And also for extra points, tell us where we could see it. So if it's you say WTF Mama's Family, put in parentheses Hulu or Netflix or something like that. And then we know, and it makes it super easy. And WTF stands for watch the first.
Click the thumbs up icon to like this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And Ryan's got something else to say.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This podcast was cute.
This podcast proves that all of our friendships are magic.
This podcast was cuter than cute. Cuter than Michael's butt with a cute ass.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Darth, save us.
This podcast was a lot of fun because there's a bunch of buddies hanging out.
Yeah.
Regardless of the subject matter.
Friendship is magic.
That's right. What Mike said.
And we are
specifically
magic.
Our friendship.
This is it. I can do the upside down heart.
I can't make it upside down.
All right. And don't forget what Michael Keaton Rosenberg always says, Ryan.
No, go ahead. You got it.
No, but you have to, because I introduced
Please always remember what Michael Keaton Rosenberg always likes to say.
No, you were supposed to say what I always say.
Don't forget
you guys didn't rehearse this?
Don't forget to be an organ donor. And then Michael shows us his organ donor pin. And then he says, and don't forget to watch the first of things. And then we all go, freeze frame.
Nope, we don't do that. No, nobody ever does that.
Freeze frame.
We don't actually do that is the thing.
You should do a freeze frame where, you know, like everybody's laughing and then the credits roll, you know, like freeze
frame.
No.